Welcome back to Pro Tips and Conversation. This time we're just going to be doing some random co-op, at least I freaking hope so, with... let's give Night of Need a try. I have been dying to play this guy for days, and it's like just so hard to find co-op action at Sen's Fortress. I don't know why. I really don't. If anyone would care to share some insight in that. But let me tell you what I'm doing here. So my gear is effectively plus 11. Which should let me connect with plus 5. Not any lower than that, but plus 5. Now, a unique weapon counts as plus 5. Like this. Black Knight Sword. Anything that uses Twinkling, Demon, Dragon Scale, anything non-regular Titanite counts as a unique weapon, quote-unquote. And it counts as being automatically worth a plus 5, like, short sword. Right? Plus 5 regular Titanite weapon. So, I was thinking, by the time you get to Sen's, what are the odds that you have not collected one of these items so far? From a Black Knight, or Drake's Sword, or a Stora Straight Sword from Valley of Drakes, you know, something that you picked up should be a Twinkling item, or, you know, something that counts as plus 5. Or, maybe you just... you know, you can buy Titanite shards from the blacksmith. You can have a plus 5 weapon easy by the time you come here. And you should. So I don't think that the weapon upgrade is the problem, right? It just doesn't make sense. And then, okay, it's level 41. So, what level do you usually do Sen's Fortress at? Well, probably 30 or higher, I would think. And a level 30 can connect to a level 43, because it's up 10 levels plus 10%. 10% of 30 being 3, so that would mean you can hit up to 43. So I should be within range. And I should be within weapon range. And yet... okay, first of all, might help if I didn't have a password on. But, regardless. Still, I've had tremendously hard time getting summoned. And I feel like, you know, this is a good spot. Highly visible. They have to come this way. They're going to walk over the summon sign and be like, oh, I used to try putting it back behind this pillar, so that maybe, you know, someone wants to handle the snakes. But the thing is, the co-op zone begins over that threshold. You have to be inside the gate. So usually they're going to come in, they're going to keep moving. They won't even see the sign, because the sign takes a few seconds to register and, like, you know, pop up, right? So they probably don't see it there as much as they see it here. But yeah, they will have to kill the snakes to do it. But, like, where the hell else are you going to put it? Right in front of the Iron Golem Fog? No, I hate... that's a terrible idea. You know, I want to do the whole level, not just the boss. Like, I really feel like people who just put it in front of the boss, like, that's entirely self-serving. You just want souls and humanity. You're not here for the adventure. You're not really here to help out. You're just trying to get some shit for yourself. Like, it's kind of lame. I'd much rather co-op the entire level. But you know what? While we're here, let's talk about co-op etiquette. Because I've been meaning to do a video about that as well, right? So if you're a host, things that you should not do. Do not summon a phantom for the sole purpose of using him to kill an invader and then send him home. Sending a phantom home is a terrible offense. And you've wasted their time, right? And it's kind of disrespectful as well. So... if you just use a phantom to get to the next bonfire and send them home so you can rest, if you just plan to send them home for arbitrary little reasons, the only reason you should send a phantom home is because you need to go, and in which case, how to send them home, you use the Black Separation Crystal. That's how you either leave yourself if you are a phantom, or to kick a phantom out if you're a host. Right? So you would kick them out only if you need to leave immediately, right? Or you could just turn your PlayStation off, I guess. Or you have no Estus and no humanity. Because I mean, a lot of people don't know you can heal yourself with humanity. That's understandable. But really, if you have some, and you've had your co-op partner accompany you all the way to the boss, like, really, you should just push on a little further and heal yourself with humanity if you have to. It's not a bad thing to have soft humanity on you, you know, so... don't be shy about that. But otherwise, sending a phantom home after they've helped you kill an invader or after they've helped you reach a bonfire. It's just rude, and it's really disheartening, and just makes you a shitty host. Don't do that. Another thing you don't want to do as a host, don't summon a guy and then just run off into the level. That's an immediate signal to me that you're not new, you don't really need the help, and you're just kind of being selfish. It's not about the adventure or the companionship, it's just like, you're just going to help me get where I'm going quicker, and I'm just using you. You know, you don't want your fandom to feel used. It's about teamwork and being friends, you know, like, you know, working together. That's what it's about. That's the whole point. Sharing the adventure. You know, like me, I adore playing with new players. So for me, part of the fun is seeing that sense of awe and wonder and like, oh my god, what the hell is that? You know, in a host. I really enjoy that, you know. And I also like kind of giving them courage, like if we're invaded and the host sees you like defending him and working to fight that invader. If he sees that you're not afraid, then he will be less afraid. You know, it gives him courage. So don't, you know, wait here for your summon. When your summon arrives, give him a gesture to let him know that you're saying like thanks, you know, or like welcome. You know, most people will do a bow. I noticed the bow is more common with Japanese players, though. Most who are not will do this at you. They'll greet you with a wave. But I've always preferred the classic bow because that's how it was back in the day. That's just etiquette. You bow to your host and your phantoms. You just do it, you know. If an invader bows to you, though, watch out. Sometimes that's a trap. They'll bow to you to get you to bow, then while you're in animation, they'll run behind you and backstab. So, don't do that. But other times, it could mean that the invader is looking for a fair fight. Like, if you're alone, and he bows, that's kind of an invitation to do a duel. Of course, you don't need to agree to those terms. Usually in a duel, people don't heal. But you don't need to agree to those terms. It's your world. Do whatever you want. He's an invader. He is not invited. He's not welcome, you know. Unless you summon him as a red sign, but that's entirely different. He's not an invader at that point. He's a dueler. So, as a phantom, though, let's talk etiquette. So, half the time, I'll see a phantom comes in, and he just runs off and just starts, like, soloing the entire level, robbing the host of all the fun. And also often getting separated from the host. So if the host needs help, you're not there because you've already run ahead and you're somewhere else and you have no idea where the host is, so he could die, or an invader pops up and you're separated, you know. You're putting risk on the host. And also, like, you want to be together if you get invaded to fight him off. He's got the entire map on his side. All the monsters and everything, right? What do you got? You just got you, unless you have a phantom, so you want to be together. So if you're a phantom, you stick to that host like glue. Maybe guide him if he gets stuck. Like if he's going in circles, if he obviously looks lost, like you'll know the signs if you've seen it enough. You'll know if a guy's lost or not. Or maybe he'll just start gesturing at you. Or maybe he'll stand in front of you and do this or something. Or he'll point. Or he'll kick you. That means like he wants you to move. He wants you to lead him. Now, personally, I never do that unless I can tell that he's like frustrated and lost. I never take the lead. Like if we just got here and he's like, yo, lead the way, I'm like, no. I get behind him and I start kicking him, saying, move your ass, you know, you are here to explore, you lead. So I'll just start doing that. That's my signal of like, no, fuck that, you're leading, this is your world, you're gonna, you know, get the experience and explore and have the sense of wonder and awe that I like to see. So but yeah, let the host take point. Defend him. Don't one-shot everything. Don't rob him of his fun. You're there to protect and to guide. You're not there to just like look how cool and powerful I am. I'm soloing the whole level. No, like you're robbing the host of the experience at that point. Luckily, with weapon matchmaking now in, you're less likely to just, you know, own the entire level yourself, because you just cannot be that powerful with your limits on upgrades. Used to be back in the day in regular DS1 and also in Bloodborne, keep in mind, and partially in Souls 2, but like because you have to use a gate ring, that's like a whole nother animal. anyway, it's old school Souls 1 and Bloodborne is really what you need to watch out for. You don't want to twink too hard and then co-op and just one-shot every goddamn thing, because that's not going to be fun for the host. So keep that in mind. Of course, if you are playing the original Souls or Bloodborne, it's very possible that you're going to find a twink invader, in which case you will need your big badass OP weapons. But like, if you're running with OP gear, take it slow. Make sure the host gets some play. You don't want to make him feel like he has no power in his own world. Okay, so again, this is poor etiquette here. This guy has just run straight ahead. So whenever I see that, I just think, okay, this is not a new player. They know what's up. You know, because if they're nervous or whatever, they don't know where they're going, usually they will wait for you to kind of feel more secure or to get like some hints about where to go. What's up, my guy? Huh, there's the wave. Alright, at least he was willing to do that. Alright, after you. Now, I don't think that the remaster has voice chat by default. I think only Souls 3 has that feature. I'm pretty sure you can't hear me right now. Although, Lincoln, if you can hear me, if you could give me a sign, that'd be neat. Just so I know. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, crap! Wow. Instantly bled out. Did not expect that. I must have caught all the flamberges at once. Wow. That's a big honking axe. See, he went down... Oh, he's got a ninja ring, too. He bought the axe off Shiva and then killed him. Where are you going? Where are you going? Which way? Make up your mind. Okay, he wants to go this way. This is risky, by the way. Unless you have... Even if you have fast roll, you can still get hit by a ball. And most of the time it'll kill you. Unless you're really stacked in vitality. So, very risky move there. Don't attempt it anything less than fast roll, and you gotta know what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just gonna get smushed. Yeah, this guy clearly has done this before. Oh, he killed Ceaseless Discharge as well. I noticed he's got the arm things on from that. Heater shield. Very dependable lightweight shield. Love that thing. It's also got small shield parry window. Not as good as like a target shield, but it's better than a standard shield. I'm surprised he's fast rolling, to be honest. Even though he is like nearly naked. With that huge weapon. That thing is like 22 pounds or something like that. So he must have Havel and Fap ring on, and then... Well, I guess if you're not wearing a chest plate, like his armor is maybe like 3 pounds total. So yeah, I guess that's a way to do it. But he must have a good amount of endurance. And it takes 31 strength to two-hand that axe, so he's got at least that much. Ooh. So actually he might have... Oh my god, he might have low vitality. But like a lot of strength and endurance. I can't believe that thing hit me from all the way over there, through all the blades too. That was a lucky shot. Alright, we're going for it. No. No, don't do it. Don't send me home. I will be annoyed at you. I'm gonna wait here and see what happens. If he decides he needs the bonfire, he'll have to send me home. Otherwise, I'll see him come up those stairs. Any minute now. Maybe he decided to do the Balder Knights. Boy. Maybe he forgot how to send home phantoms and he's really trying to figure out how to use that bonfire. Come on, man, I ain't got all day. Yeah, he's killing Balder Knights. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. There's only 2 of them. God damn it. Elevator music. I'm on hold right now. Do 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 do. What is taking so long? Oh no! You got killed by a Balder Knight, though? I should have gone to get him. Damn it. I feel like that was a mistake on my part. I could have helped him out. Maybe he'll summon me again, but I doubt it. That guy knew what he was doing. Except for he died to a Balder Knight. Well, that's what you get for not having any poise. It was bound to happen. Those Balder Knights do hit pretty hard, especially when you're naked. How much defense? Look, 324 defense I'm rocking. That's huge. That's why I'm able to survive with this small amount of vitality. Defense. It actually does stuff. Don't underestimate it. A lot of people do that. So also, when you're a phantom, it's a good idea to have supplies on you. You know, a bit of moss, something that you can share, maybe extra humanity. Like if you see that your host is hurting and they haven't cured themselves of poison or they haven't healed, maybe drop humanity. You can also instruct a host. Hopefully they will catch on. Like if you're wounded, if you stand in front of them and pop humanity and they see you get healed, they'll be like, oh shit. I can do that? Like, I've seen that happen a few times. It's always satisfying when they figure it out. And then usually they will do, like, jump for joy or some other kind of celebratory gesture, like, yay! Like, I learned something. So yeah, that's something you can instruct them on. You can also block for your host if you have, like, a shield. Bigger the better. Tank some hits for them, block some shit, you know? Because if you just evade, the attack is still swinging and it can still hit the host, but if you block it, it'll bounce off your shield and that's the end of the attack. So, if you can afford a shield, always good to have one. You know, if you got to wait for it. Stocking up on moss, having some kind of a ranged attack for situations where, you know, the host doesn't have one and you just really need it. Fire bombs are pretty reliable. Poison, not for damage, no. But black firebomb, that's good damage pretty much all the time. Even at 120, it's noticeable damage. It's like 80 or 100, something like that. So if it is 100, that means it only takes 18 firebombs to kill, like, a level 120 player. Think about that. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was more like 50 against someone who was like fully upgraded. Even then, that's only 36 firebombs to kill a level 120 player. Yeah, if they're wearing Mask of the Mother and they have 50 vitality, I think that adds up to 1800 with Fap Ring. Otherwise, you're looking at about 1500 HP. It's pretty. That 1500 is probably more average than the 18. That's like soft cap maximum 1800. Yeah, 50 vigor, Mask of the Mother, Ring of Favor and Protection. The ring that you should never, ever, ever take off. In case you didn't catch this, breaks when removed. You can read it right there. Never take it off. Not even once. You can get 2 of them per game, though, if you make a mistake. You have to go to Painted World, kill the invader, and then trade his giant Q-tip head with Xanthu's crown. You can trade that with the crow to get another Fap ring if you lose it. Boing. Boing. So I watched a PvP video of a guy who was just absolutely owning people by stunlocking them with a 2-handed mace. The humble mace. He used a strength build with like 3 pieces of Havalon and then a Dark Hood, so he had like enormous poise. And he was just R1ing people to death, just like this. And it was like, wow. The thing is, though, against people who were trying to parry, he would mix it up by hitting R2 now and then to kind of do like a different attack speed. The thing is, though, I was thinking, like, if I was just going to do that, I would rather use Barbed Club, because it's like the same or more damage as a mace. Although I think if you go pure strength, the Reinforced Club's actually worse compared to the mace in damage. But if you go elemental, then Reinforced Club's the highest out of all the hammers. And it has bleed on it. But the R2 is this leap attack, and if you use this leap attack at point blank to disrupt a parry, you're gonna like probably land to the side of the enemy, and then they can easily backstab you. You know, it leaves you wide open. It's a bad idea to use it point blank. It's good for closing the gap, but once you're in close, you're limited to only having an R1, which makes you vulnerable to parry. So in that regard, the mace, you know, if you're just trying to avoid parrying while you're just beating the shit out of somebody, the mace is superior for its moveset. Because this R2 is basically a jump attack, and jump attacks can be backstabbed if you aren't careful. Bit of a slow day. And it's Friday, too. I'm sure it'll be busy this evening. You know, now that everybody has weekend time to mess around. Right, so if you want to be a well-suited build for co-op, here's my recommendation to you. You don't want to be squishy. You don't want to die in one hit. So you're probably looking at a Vit Gouge build. You know, if you're making a set build for low-level co-op, like if you're choosing a level to stop at like 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50, and you're not just like co-oping as you advance, then you're going to want to do a Vit Gouge build with an elemental weapon, you know. That way you have enough HP to take hits, because you have less health as a Phantom. I think it's like 75%, something like that. So you want to be able to take some hits and still last. You're going to want a shield so you can defend the host and yourself. And you're going to want to have a backup ranged attack. Either Black Firebomb, a bow, magic, whatever. Because you're playing through an entire level. It's not a PvP build, right? You need to have a PvE build that can also, you know, fight an invader. So just reliable damage and defenses. But that ranged attack is important. Always have a ranged attack, a ranged option. So if you need to snipe something, pull something, shoot an invader who's being cheeky, you know, whatever. Always good to have the option. And like, a short bow is half a pound. And it can deal 400 damage. Well, that's maximum upgrade. Like a maximum upgrade, Chaos short bow with fire arrows is like 400 something damage. But it's still reliable damage, even if it's only like fire. You know, like a +5 bow that's fire. Which, by the way, even at minimum co-op, a guy with no upgrades and no unique weapons, effectively tier 0, can connect with a +5. That's the maximum he can connect with. So, really, your character, the lowest you ever want to have is +5. So that's either a unupgraded unique weapon, such as Black Knight Sword, or, you know, a +5 regular weapon. And fire +0 counts as +5. In case you didn't know. So like this is a divine +6. This counts as +11, right? because you have to have a +5 weapon, then you ascend to Divine. So Divine +0 counts as +5, same as Fire, because you need a +5 weapon to get it. And then you're adding 6 more on top, which, you know, evens out to be +11. So minimum you want to have is +5 all the time, otherwise you're just losing out on damage, you know. And a +5 weapon is not going to be super OP compared to a +0. You're going to hit harder, but, like, you're not going to be one-shotting stuff, probably. Unless you're using, like, you know, as Y. I mean, for obvious reasons. But, like, if the host has, let's say, an Uchi Katana +0, and you've got an Uchi Katana +5, it's probably not going to be a huge difference in damage. Like, you're probably not going to one-shot hollow soldiers and whatnot. So, even at, like, a Berg Parish build, you still want to be +5. Just so you have competitive damage in case you get invaded, because invaders are going to be rocking +5 at least, because they know how this works. Once you get to level 30 and up, you're looking at, like, basically once you get past Parish, right, you're looking at having a +11. Because, again, I was talking earlier in this video, odds are they're going to have a +5 weapon at least. They're going to have a unique weapon. Maybe they picked up a Store Sword from Valiant Drakes. Maybe they have a Black Knight weapon. Maybe they bought Titanite from the blacksmith and have +5 of their own. So once you get to 30, level 30 and up, or anywhere after Parish, you're going to want to have that +11 to, again, be maximized in case you meet a Twink Invader, so you can beat the shit out of them. You know, you want to have competitive damage. Then, anywhere after Sen's Fortress, Anor Londo and up, you're going to want maximum upgrade. Here's why. In Sen's Fortress, there's the Lightning Spear. The Lightning Spear counts as a +10 weapon, which lets you connect to +15 maximum. So anyone who's a new player is likely going to get that spear, and is most likely going to arrive at Anor Londo counting as +10. In which case, you will want to be maxed out. And if they are anywhere after Anor Londo, they should be maxed out by then. Like, there's really no reason not to be. Or at least like +10 or 11, they should be by then. Yeah. So anywhere Anor Londo and up, usually like level 50 and up is when I will start doing maximum upgrade. Level 30 and 40 I do +11. Less than that I do +5. So that is how weapon tiers work. There's effectively 3 tiers. 0 to 5, 5 to 11, 11 to 15. There you go. That's the connectivity points. So, keeping that in mind, if you don't want to get invaded by a Mega Twink, you need to keep in mind your own upgrade level. So if you reach +10, you can expect to be invaded by maximum tier invaders. Another thing you need to know, armor upgrades do not count towards your tier. You can have maximum armor upgrade even at +0. It's not factored in. So that's another way to twink. Make sure you upgrade your armor, because think about it, an invader who walks in here with maximum defense is going to have a clear advantage over a player who's just progressing through and hasn't even made their armor +1 yet, because they're too busy being worried about weapons and shields, right? So that already gives the invader a huge advantage in defense. Plus, maybe they've also stacked soft humanity on top of that, giving them even more defense. So you really need to like work to get to be competitive. D&D Oldtimer. Oh hell yeah, nice name. Hell yeah. Hello. Nice Black Knight sword. That armor setup looks oddly familiar. I think Hell's Servant has worn that before. Yeah, one of his builds absolutely has that on it. That same setup. You know what? I want to see. Salable Moss 4? Okay, so it's not him. Ha! Nice play. He blocked and got the lizard to, you know, get smacked off. That's funny. Interesting setup. That must have, like, really good defense or something. Unless Hell's Servant chose it for fashion. But I don't think he's ever really been known for being fashionable. Not a bad setup, though. Doesn't look terrible. Yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. Cool. Nice guy. Plus, I like his old-timey name. Let's see if he's going for the shortcut. Oh, he's not. I'm surprised. Maybe he didn't know about it, or maybe he didn't care. Doesn't look like a sorcerer. I see he had no trouble getting the Black Knight sword. Really not fair. I don't know why I didn't get it. It's so odd. Usually I get it when I have 10 humanity. But nope! 3 out of 3 failures. Shocking. Right, that's one of the videos I didn't publish to YouTube. I was just kind of streaming this big long video. Just kind of doing whatever. And I was working on this other new build I have that needed the Black Knight sword. And I killed the dudes at the asylum, those two, right? And then I killed the one in the Berg. I had 10 humanity for each, right? 3 out of 3 did not get the Black Knight sword even once. Got the shield, no sword. Frustrating. So yeah. Really though, that just made me so upset. I was just like, game, are you absolutely kidding me? Like, why would you give it to me every other time when I don't need it, but not the one time that I do need it? So annoying. But oh well, I have a spare one on a different character. I'm going to get Common to help me out with that later on. And that build will be ready to go. Indiana Jones boulders. So fun. There it is. I like this guy already. Teamwork. Really, it seems like it's the younger mindset that has that selfish, like, me, I'm just using you mentality. Are we killing it? Are we killing it? Alright, we're killing it. Okay, you're plus 10 now. Congrats on getting your lightning spear. Ring ahead. Quite true. He's just gonna wait around for that wall to bust open. If you didn't know, you just wait for the balls to stack up high enough and eventually one of them will smash through that wall. See how it fills up? The next ball will go through that wall and then he can get the gold serpent ring, which increases item find. Do not leave Sun Fortress without it, because later on, if you forget, or if you leave it behind, like, nah, I'll get it later, you will go to farm something and you'll be like, shit, if only I had my gold serpent that I completely forgot about. By the way, there's nothing down there if you ever... It's just in case you fall in or whatever. Nothing down there, though. Be wary of trap, yep. Top of this elevator will kill you if you stay on it too long. This guy's so smart! If there's 2 people on the elevator and both try to go through the door at the same time, they will get stuck, not fit, and get squished. So you have to go one after the other quickly. That's why you want to, like, roll through it, you know, just to clear the door quick. But he knew about that. What a smarty. try dashing through. Set it off, then step back. Much more better than risking just running through the damn thing. So I think he needs to two-hand that sword. Seems that way. Oh dear, he's getting fucked up. No! No! I'm sad. Goodbye, old timer. You were great. 10 out of 10 host. I wonder if he tried to parry it. Again, high risk, high reward there. You better be careful. You gotta know what you're doing. Usually I find it's better off to not try and show off with a parry and just go for the old reliable backstab or stun lock the shit out of it, whatever. Snakes do have a bit of poise though. You will need to hit them two-handed with, you know, axe, hammer, greatsword, something like that. Otherwise they'll just laugh at you and keep attacking. Glad I was able to fit the co-op etiquette bit into this though, because I've been meaning to do a video about that, so this will just be that video. Yuck. Now we play the waiting game. Barf. Soon enough though, I think I will get started doing solo work on Souls 2. Just because the co-op is so inconsistent on here. It kind of feels like I would have to do this for hours and then edit all that down to just the parts where I get summoned, and I don't have editing stuff yet, so it's not an option at the moment. But I can understand how watching a guy stand in a room waiting to be summoned could be boring. But again, that's why I try to like fill these empty spots with conversation. That's like what my series is about. Partly the Souls business and partly the... Aw, sweet, he summoned me again. Probably the conversation bit. Alright, I think I'll just help him out this time so he doesn't... I don't know why people use so many arrows. It's not like it does a tremendous amount of damage getting shot by the lightning. Like, you could take a hit or two of that as you're making progress. It's not really a big deal. But I see a lot of people using archery at that same spot he was standing in. I just don't really see the point myself. He is coming, isn't he? Okay. Sometimes people go to the lower area and then like it's another reason you don't want to rush ahead of your host. Sometimes they will deviate from the usual path and you'd be like, what? Ow. Oh, that's not what I meant. I think he mistook me saying go, go, go when I was blocking. I was just excited. Sorry! I'm gonna send him a message right now that says oops. There. Whoops. And he lost his souls too. Shit. I hope he didn't have a lot. Yeah, he died twice without recovery. Not good. Sorry, my guy. Okay, just checking time. So I've been trying to think also what I'm going to do for my solo build on Souls, because I want to kind of showcase something that's effective and somewhat easy to make. You know, like that pyro build I made is reliable. So the one build I can think of is I'm a Faith user with the Hide Knight Spear. But I've done that so many times and it's super boring. Yeah. Whoops. Alright, let's go. Yeah, what are you gonna do? It happens, right? This is a fun guy, I like this guy. I wonder if I know him. I feel like his account name is slightly familiar to me. Oh, that lightning, if you block it, it will stun you a little bit, which might knock you back. So you gotta keep an eye on that, because, like, you know, or it'll stagger you for a second just long enough to get hit by a blade. So you gotta be careful. Oh dear. Well, at least he didn't fall. Could have been a lot worse. Be wary of trap. Now you can squeeze around this trap, but you gotta hug the wall, and that way you won't set it off. So be careful about shooting people who are behind you. You know, keep in mind that it can happen. Yeah, he needs the two-handed swing. You know, actually, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna. He killed it already. I was gonna get my shield out and show him, you know, the little bit of a shortcut there. Here we go again. Okay, this time I'm going to lead. And hopefully he will follow me. Maybe he doesn't know about the armor set over there. We'll find out. Oh! Double ball? Why double ball? Why though? Yep. I'll mess. Yep, got screwed by the double ball. Since I'm here, I'm gonna repair. Don't forget to do that every once in a while if you're just like grinding co-op in a zone. Always gotta keep your weapons in tip-top shape, especially if they're the kind that drain durability, like Moonlight Sword, you know, Drake Sword, something like that. When you use the special attack. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Fight me, snakes. Let's go. Fight me! See, I don't use minding... Whoa, hello. Or I don't mind using the phrase let's go when it's actually in a relevant situation. As in, there actually are multiple people doing things. You know, like, me and the snake are going to fight. Let us go. Do that. But if I ever say let's go out of context, you have my permission to stab me. Because really, I don't want to be one of those people. That's also why up until this point, I have not wanted to say, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. I just feel like a goddamn puppet when I do that shit, you know. But seriously, don't forget to like and subscribe. I actually, apparently saying that really does remind people like, oh yeah, that's a helpful thing to do. Like, so, I guess I'm gonna have to do at least that much. But if I say, let's go out of context, or if I start saying shit like, what's up guys, it's your boy blah 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 blah, then yeah, please just stab me and put me out of my misery, because clearly I've lost my mind and gone hollow. I'm trying to do this, to be successful at this without doing the same formula that I just see over and over that's made for like the 12-year-olds and stuff. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy. One of those people. I just don't. Okay. Alley-oop. That was close. Sometimes, because of lag, you will get clipped, even when rolling, and it'll knock you off the damn thing, but very grateful it didn't happen that time. Okay, no balls here yet, that's good. What are you doing? You thinking about stuff? What is this? Did you go... Oh, no, we already went down there. Never mind. That was stupid. Okay. I am still going to lead the way because I want him to see the stuff. Just waiting for the wheel to roll around here. Make sure it's behind me. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. We're going over this edge. Oh, do you already know about this? Oh shit, did he do this by himself? Nope. Dope. Well, I'm glad I was able to show him something. Now, what if I show him another something? I mean, I find it highly unlikely that he wouldn't know this already, geared up as he is, but he seems excited to go down there, so maybe he didn't know. Maybe he's like, yo, secrets. Get the fuck down here, buddy. There's a big ass hole. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now right here. Well, what'd it do? I think it's really inconceivable that he's wearing all this stuff and it's his first playthrough. Like, that's just too random. Alright, done my good deed for the day. Showed him some stuff it seems like maybe he didn't know about. Again, I'm just going to take the little shortcut here. Just because it's easier, I think. Okay, moving on with the journey. See, he knew about that trap too when we first got here, so maybe it's just like that little side stuff he didn't know. He surely does like to refill his Estus sooner than he needs it though, like But he's probably afraid of getting killed by a serpent again. Ugh. Nice hit. Maybe that's why he died. Oh, yep, so he was trying to parry it. I had a feeling. But yeah, that R2 wind-up on that is also very long. Oop. See? Tried to parry. Got wrecked. Don't try it again. Please, God. Ooh, close one. That's funny. You can't hear me, right? I mean, sometimes a host will do a thing that makes me think that they can hear me, but I don't think they can. I think it's just coincidence when that happens. Oh, hey, look at, yeah, that's right, he's got a bow. He's prepared. Is that maybe what you were trying to do? Behold my awesome power. I do love those lightning bolts. And now he knows, like, oh, that's what his build is. That's where all his points went. Yeah, that Black Knight sword surely is reliable at this level. Good damage, good poise damage. Plus it just looks mean. Nice going. Wish I knew how to parry. But see, I was talking about how it's high risk, high reward. I've just had too many risky things happen, so I don't even try anymore. Just don't want to get freaking hit in the face when I'm trying to parry shit. What? What are you doing? Are you putting on the fire ring? Is that what you're doing? He's doing something. Can you send me a message? Look at that fucking Burger King mask he's got on. The look on that face is so ridiculous. Just like, whoo! It's like you walk into. Do you have? He asked me if I had the bonfire there. I told him it's not warpable though, so it's kind of like I don't want to. I'd rather just keep going. No, is he gonna send me home? God, I hope not. Right, well, he killed the Balder Knights, so I don't need to worry about protecting him like that last host. And I'd rather not just get bombarded, so I'm gonna stand over here where it's safe. And wait and see what happens. Maybe he'll send me home, maybe not. Maybe he just learned that you cannot light a bonfire while you're in co-op. Well, he's hurling balls at something, so the host must be moving my direction. So he messaged me saying that, you know, he cannot light it, and I said, yeah, I'd have to leave. for that to happen, so we'll see. Oh good, he didn't send me home. Sweet. He just really kind of sat there and thought about it. Very delayed reaction on behalf of that Baron Ike. Liar ahead? Okay. Tough enemy. Weakness parrying. Imminent rolling. Wow, a lot of people are having trouble with this guy, apparently. I bet I can lightning bolt the shit out of him, though. Weakness death. You don't say. Oh, I fucking missed. Really? Oh my freaking god. Come on! Ugh. Jesus. That was so pitiful. Well, at least I got 5 left for the Iron Golem. Good build, though. I almost feel like maybe this is a Hell Servant. But like he's well stocked. It's kind of suspicious. Wearing the same getup with reliable weapons and pyromancy. Maybe Hell Servant made an alt and like this is him. I don't know. I just messaged him asking if he is Hell's Servant. He was saying, yeah, a weapon I'll never use about the rapier. I mean, I doubt it's actually him, but he might be using Hell's Servant build. Although I feel like Hell's was fond of the spider shield for whatever reason. It probably has, like, stability. I told him that, you know, he's wearing the gear from one of the builds. I said, never mind, just a coincidence. He just sent me question marks. He had no idea what I was talking about. Keep moving, we're gonna get blown the fuck up. Oh! Now what? Holy fucking shit. What? Don't stand here, we're gonna get fucking annihilated. Holy shit. Like, I just wanted him to choose which path we were taking. Maybe he's... This is so weird, like, I'm getting, like mixed noob and pro things about him. Like, it's really weird. Maybe he's watched videos. Really unusual, though. Let's go before we get obliterated. So, hello viewer. I'm playing with this guy who's dressed up like one of Hell's Servant's builds. Oh shit, am I dead? Oh, that's unfortunate. Didn't see that coming. Anyway, but apparently it's not him. But like, he really looks like he might be using one of his builds. It's weird. But he's a cool player, this host. I've been summoned by him 2 or 3 times now. But he's competent and respectful. Really, I'm very happy about him. Good host. So hopefully we'll see him again. I don't know if he will bother to come all the way back down to get me, though, at this point. Since I died right there. Jeez, I can't believe that giant just freaking... I did not expect that. Usually, when I go to fight the giant, I move in straight away. And the thing is... Yeah, exactly. He stopped where I didn't expect. See, he knows. And baited the giant into attack. Like, I never fight him in that doorway. That's just like... Ouch. Right, so I'm gonna message him right quick, just saying no problem. So, give me a second to message him here. Okay, so now he's saying that he wants me to, run up top so we can regroup. I guess I will. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Matter of fact, I wonder if it would be shorter to warp to Anor Londo and then just, like, walk backwards. Probably would be shorter, to be honest. Whoa! Oh god, lizard behind me. I'm sure he won't like this. Got him. Okay, come on. Let's keep it going. Yeah, I should have just warped from Anor Londo. Oh well. Yeah, you don't say. Alley-oop! This might be the fastest I've ever gone through this place. Quite dangerous unless you know what you're doing. Snakes are just dying all over the place trying to catch up with me. That's cool. I'll take the free souls, sure, why not? Okay, here we go. Boing. That guy will aggro as soon as you go to hit the wizardy snake. And, you know, the snakes have that leaping attack that could just cover so much ground. So you gotta be careful. Like, you really want to be quick taking out that caster, otherwise he will just sometimes just leap and stab you right in the back. Quite painful. Okay, so now we're gonna park here. And I'll rest just in case, because I can warp back to the other fire. Drop in the soap. Hopefully not in prison. And here we go. That's a good screenshot right there. Look at that. Looking over the rails. I just gotta let him know that I'm here. I like the shade of green those trees are, like that deep, cool green. I like cold forests. I like that look. I've always liked, you know, like pine trees, stuff like that. And the snow and everything. Yeah! Let's get this shit done. What a fun host. Oh crap, right, I have like no Estus because that bonfire only had 5. Shit. I should really consider kindling that. And go, 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 go. Run, 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 run. I feel like I'm drill sergeant chasing him. Keep going, let's go, move it, run, 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 hustle. Left foot, right foot. I'll hit you with this stick. I wonder if he'll summon Tarkus. I hope not. I'm not really a fan of... Wait, what's going on? Okay, he's... Oh, he probably already killed that giant. Nope, no, he didn't kill him because there were fireballs coming down on our heads. Did you know if you don't kill this guy and you go to... Ow, fight the Iron Golem, he keeps bombing you. And then good luck surviving at that point. You just freaking die. Get your Titanite chonk. Cool beans. You'll notice that his armor, the chest piece, has some pouches and things that hang off of it. I really like that adventurer look. All the armor that's got like little bags and things, you know? Makes you look like you're actually prepared for the environment. A lot of the armors you find in the later game, they don't have those features. I just really like it. Little like spell component pouches and shit. You know, you gotta store all those firebombs and moss somewhere. He actually summoned Tarkus, so I'm sad now. Sigh. Well, Mr. Cool Guy, Tarkus. He asked me what level I am. So I told him 41. 33. Cool, that gives you some insight then. Now I know. See, I knew level 30 was pretty common. That's good, because my new build for Sen's Fortress is level 30. Really, you want to take another guy? So, in case you didn't know, every Phantom increases the HP and defense of the boss, which means it takes that much more time to kill him. So like if your Phantoms are already mediocre, or you're mediocre, you're just making it harder, you know? Unless the Phantoms are like really good. Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised there's no summon signs here. I'll top off, why not? Don't want to get one-shotted. Now we shall go up and shout me at the giant. Iron Golem. Yeah, shred it. Shred that golem. Nice work. Good game. Good luck. So that would put people arriving in Orlando like maybe 36, 38. Let's assume they're 35, just to be safe. That means they could summon up to 48. So actually, maybe 50 is a little high for Anne Orlando. Oh, see, I had a feeling. Dang, that's kind of sad though. Like, shit, going into Anne Orlando at 40, or less than 40 even. Like, goddamn. Right, I'm almost on time for today, but I feel like he wants to invite me to go do Anne Orlando stuff. But I just don't really have time. I'm gonna kindle this up in case I need it. Okay, and then I'm gonna get myself set up for the next run, but pretty much I'm out of time. I don't really have time to do more. That was interesting. That phantom that showed up at the bonfire, that guy had the crystal gloves on, which you get from Seed's place. So I wonder if he was invading or co-oping here. Or maybe he's on New Game Plus. Possible. Although at this level, I doubt it. New Game Plus at 40, like, you gotta be going for something specific. That's pretty dedicated. I have considered taking this guy in a New Game Plus just to get more wrath. More wogs. But I don't know. I like having force. Oh shit! Having force as well. The only other thing I consider is getting rid of my lightning bolt. But even I just don't like that idea. I need that reliable range damage, even if it doesn't really fit the flavor of the night. It's just too good to pass up. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of today's co-op session. Hope that you learned something. Hope that you take my advice about co-op etiquette. I friended that super cool host I just played with, so maybe we'll see some more adventures with him. But for now, I bid you farewell, and remember, don't go hollow. Oh yeah, and like and subscribe, whatever. And follow on Twitch, all that shit. Every little bit helps, right? Whatever. Thanks, and goodbye.